This is day 1213, Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. But this month's upcoming year or more, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi is going to be directly be very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing third day of Siman Kuf Pei Gimel. See from above to Men Gimel. Okay, this is we're in the middle of all sorts of arithmetics here. Avim Ayadaka Lamabov. Avim Ayadaka Liros Shoshim its name. Shoshim Torah should see 3-3. Ain't no heter Rakshna Yamim Shom is after 2 days. Hayachadasar, the 11th, Vashnemasar on the 12th. The Dain Dik Sharab is Zayin Chest at best. This is the 7th, 8th, and 9th. How much we Shaichlani does the 7th day is the end of Nido days. The Chesed Tessim Yav Yom and 8th and 9th are from the 11 Ziva days. I would like to stress, as I've done already numerous times, that none of this is no Gabas Manazeh. I'm not sure Arukh HaShulchan is spending so much time on it. But Tzricha Yom Echad Shimon, she's 1 day for the Ziva days. Additional Yom Asira, she keep the 10th day, but Shamesh Achad Asar she can have relations the 11th and 12th. But then she's forbidden to have ever and ever again. Because when she sees 3 days afterwards, she becomes a major Zava. She's never going to get there because she only has 3 clean days. She sees 4 and 4. And we had to Rak Yom Echad Shalom is that to 1 day, by the Bishmi, the 8th day, after Nida V'Chag Yisrael, then she's forbidden forever. Can't she make king? Because she's never going to get 17 days. You also Dr. Yos Chamisha means Meim Chamisha Tarim, 5 and 5, Mishim Meshes Chamisha Chamisha Tarim. She have a relationship of 3 of the 5 days. The Shem Shaychel Mei Nidos, 2 of the days have to do with Nida days, the Chag Enim Shemesh Tarim, and then she can have Tashish Forever. She does Sheminakim because of Sheminakim. I said, Shisha Yom Mitmeim, Shisha Time, the 6, Mishamesh, Chamisha Yom Miatayim, she have a relation in 5 days of the Torah days. This is Shaychel Shivas Megiddo, because the first day is relevant to 7 days Nida. Shuvin Shemesh Liyalam, and then she can't have Shim Tashish ever. Can't Sheminakim because there's never Sheminakim. Lam Zayin. Chenim Darkly Rosh Shiva Yomim, Tmeim, Shiva Time. But she's 7-7. Harei Mishameshes, Revia Mito Chav Chasyom. She can have relations 25% out of 28 days. By Shiva Tarim Shalchein remain Nida. The 7 days which she started after the Nida days. I will show me that Shiva Tarim. With those of up, Shem Shir Yudal Yom, which is now she has 14 days. In Kot Meim, together with all the Meim. Rosh Shiva Yomim. And then she's 7 days at Yom Chaval until the 21st day. But as far as the Kim Kav Ches, and she counts clean days until 28. Lo Techal Shemesh Chavtesh, she can have relations on the 29th. Sheita Chozes Meidudu, so she's going to go back to Nida days. Bidasa saying, according to our rabbi, Sha'acha Shib and Akim, she roa having Nida, that after 7 clean days, if she sees again, she's in Nida. The Chayza Gankin Kakoidim, which goes back to the previous cycle. She can have relations the second 7 days. And normal so to forever. She's around because does go back to being Nida and Chavtesh. She died to Achtamina Cheshbon Zayin, Nida was Yudah Ziva. She's way past the eternal cycle of 18. He came Yom Chavtesh, so that's the case in 29th day. Rabbi Meir Ziva Mes, she's in these Ziva days. If he died to according to Ram, Mazeshma Gemara, that's when the Shemesh is reviewed until Chav Yachas Yom, then she only has 25% in 28 days. Ain't Al Parmri Shai, it's only the first time. Shemesh Hashabua Shemesh Hashabua Shnia Shah Hashvu Rishon Shai Nida. Because you can have relations the first week after the Nida week. But then the Cheshbon gets changes. Lamed Ches, Besel Shon Ram Perek Zayin Din Chav, the Ram right. So I said, well, Shiva Chulei. Shemesh Hashavua Rishon, some of Nida, she can have relations the first week after Nida. Chulei, B'chol Yom Mem, Shemesh Yud Ches Yom Yud Ches Shvos. An entire life, she has 18 days in every 18 weeks. Do we really need to know this? I don't know. Kate says, Shavuot Chamish is the 5th week. Hare is Zava, she's a Zava. Shavuot she does 6 weeks. She is Torah because she's counting for Torah. Shavuot Shvi is the 7th day. She's Zava. Shmi is the 8th week for Sfira. Shavuot the Shishi Royaba. This is the 9th week which she sees. Chamishi Yami Mena Yud Mei Ziva. 2 of them are Chamishi. 5 of them are Nida days. Shleim Mei Zava and 2 are Zava days. Shleim Yom Echad Shavuot. She is a Torah and she keeps 1 day on the 10th week, which is Tor. Shemesh Shishon, then she can have relations 6 days. She above the 11th week, she sees Shnai B'tochim Ziva, Zava 2 Ziva days, Chamisha, Chilas Nida, and 5 at the beginning Nida days. Shemesh Chamisha Yom Shnei Masar Hator. She has relations 5 days of the 12th week. Shemona Gimel, 13th week, Zava, she's Shavua Yudal Sphere, and then she needs the 14th week for Sphere. Shemona Tes Vav Zava. 15th week is Zava, Shavua Tes Zayin Sphere, she's the 6th week of Sphere. Shavua Yudzayin Zava. The 17th week is Zava, Shavua Yudches Sphere. And then she's the 18th week of Sphere. So first, I'll tell you, so this is how it goes. He says if you didn't see in this order, but rather she she would have 4 nights out of 18. Maybe a klomar ilu lo rasa can say if it wasn't like this order, she'd get up 4 nights out of 18. That says out of 28 days. Rishon only goes on the first cycle, which just happens like Son Lamazai. Yes, no, she because that's like we talk Chafes Yom. Probably didn't say in his Gemara out of 28 days, because of the Maggid Mishnah and Shammai and so see Mem. Gotta get there. She saw 8 days. She would see 8 days. Tamim v'shmoni yom mitzayim. 8 days. Tamim shemeshes tes vav yom mitoch memches yomim. She has 15 out of 48 days. By the ches we show in the first 8 days. Mishminim yimei zava. The 8 days from zava days. Mishmani shniim tahira. The second shniim was 8 days. From the second. For the 8th, Bishmoina for the next 8 days, the Shnaim term to her Torah. Timna Yom Rishon Shimur Tishamish Zayomim. She can count Wednesday for Shimur because she's double Ktana and have a relationship for 7 days. Have over you test Zayom, that's 16 days. Shmona Shlishim Atmeim. 8 of the third set are Tamei Shnaim Mem Shechem Meziva. So that the Ziva days behind Yud Zayim Yud Ches. The Shishim Tches in the 6 days of beginning of Nida. But the fourth set of 8. Ayom Rishon Yashim Nida. First day is Nida days. Shiva Yom Shamish, and that's going to complete the Nida days. And Shiva Yom Shamish for 7 days to have relations. Means Vasu Od Arba Yom Ziva. At least 4 more days for Ziva days. Hashmona Chamishim. That's where the 5th 8 days. She is a major Zava. Ziva Shurabim days of Zim what she saw. So Shimnakim, she's Shimnakim. Mela Dashmoina Shishim. So the 6th 8 instead of 8 days, she has Torim. The Torah Shiva Lasfira 7 are part of the count after Zava. She has relations. However, Memches Yom 18 is the passage Shimshim Bam. That's for Yom. She had relations on 15 of those days. If you followed all that, you get a major prize. Not for me, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because you really know your stuff. Yom Test in the 49th day when she sees. Take the Nida. That starts Nida for sure. I also kind of say that there. She goes back to the order that we said. Zel Perishkar was Seinu. This is according to all of our rabbis. Avol. I thought we were just going to Rambam. He says the Rambam says Kavanah Ches, which is Barb Sat Ishmael. Rambam, oh boy, we need a different Kavanah. Mem, Dinei HaCheshbon is Mechuvan Gam. That's Rambam. This works with the Rambam. Shalach HaSeder Yimei and Yos Lozir goes according to the order of the days. Niyah days Ziva. No, Mashimush Tes V'Yom Memches Yom by 15 out of 48. And Memches Yom Yishayim, only the first 48 days. Well, not more. Shiyom Memches Shitos because the 49th day according to Shittim talking about Zivas within the Ziva days. I don't doubt till the 54th day. Shu Yom Bam Yilches Yomim, which is 3 times 18. Zayin the Nida, 7 for the Nida. You have a Zava. We made a bechreach shishtan says order has to change. For Bia Magi Mishnah, the Yom Mem Tes like Markov Mem Dal Yomim from the 49th day until after 144 days. Shem Hekev Yud Cheshvos, which is a grand total of 18 weeks. Lo Shamish Rek Beis Yomim Yud Beis Yomim gets 12 days. Echad Shemana Shvim 1 in the 2nd set of 8 days. Echad Shemana 1 in the 10th set of 8 days. Echad Shemana 1 in the 12th set. Echad Abasim 1 in the 14th set. Echad Shishas 1 in the 16th set. Shiva Me'ashmona Esrei. And there's 7 out of and the 7 days out of 18 at 18th. I skipped the 17th. Anyway, the 18 weeks. 7 rounds of 18 days. Goes every show, and then she goes back to the beginning. Okay, that says the brackets. By beer pushed. They came with the Riyas Shemana Yom since she sees 8 days straight. When she gets 8 do that 8 times, Nigmar Hekef, the cycle comes to its conclusion. The may need of Ziva of the need of Ziva, which are Yud Ches Yom. Came Shemaka Shemana Bam Yud Ches, once it's 8 times 18, because the Rishon goes back to the beginning. The Rosh Shiva, a woman who sees only 7 days in a row, have a heck of Yud Ches Shiva, her grand cycle is 18 times 7. Because of Shem Cheshman Yud Ches Shvul says rights Chesh for 18 weeks. Achlapel should be Shemana because of Shem Ramam needs to Shemesh Tesviyam Bechol Tamim Beches. Ram writes to get 459 48 Ayin Sham. Bein okay, it's not true. If you Rav Magid Lois Agirus okay, I've seen that Agirus and Ramam because he says it is 15, not 60. Oh, there's 15. So what's he asking? I don't know what he's asking. Fear Rab Magaloy, so gives the cap. Whatever. Remember, you get a sense on your frustrated with this. Haisa Roa test Yomi to me. She will see 9 days to me. Test to her. Shemesh the Ches Yom, Chol Yud Ches Yom, she gets 8 out of 18 days. Case test at me, 9 days. The time is she Mazayim and Anida, 7 Anida, which time Siva to a Ziva. Can we test at Torah, Shemesh Yomer, so the test, which are Torah. Next 9 days. Shesh Yom Echad, Shemesh Yom Echad, keep 1 day. Ushmona Yom Itachi, 8 days revelations. They know I'm still to live forever. I saw Yom Mitbeim, I saw Torah, which is 10 and 10. Yeah. Me Meishi Musha, Kiminyani Main the amount of time she got released, amount of time she uses days of her Ziva. Okay, so I saw it to me. Having on Zayn need of social Ziva. The 10 days you told me are 7 need on 3 Ziva. Meyula term for the subsequent 10 clean days. Shimon Akim Shosh Kama. She got 7 for the clean days for the Ziva and 3 shares relations. Ad Lom Sotu with more than 10 days citing in a row. Ad Lom forever. 10 and 10, or 11 and 11, 12 and 12, etc. Because she wrote Mea Payom Twaim, Mea Torah, when she sees 100 days Tomei, 100 days Torah, Tavin Twaim, Shiva May Nida, the Tomei days, the 7 days Nida, the Tzaikim May Ziva, 93 days of Ziva, or Mea Torah, and for the 100 Torah days, Shiva Nakim, there are 7 days which are Nakim days, she has keep. Tzaikim Tashmish, and 92 Revelations, the Elef Kamuvan, and works that out, because it works by 1,000 too. Remember, it's holding him looking basman hazeh. Yeah, the achreshis mato avavos. So all these things are not relevant because after the hearts have become diminished in their capacity to do arithmetic. So in this possible Arukh HaShulchan in the Jewish scattered 4 corners of the world. We can't figure out all of those calendars for Nidon Ziva. Girls always has minhag of women always had this minhag of doing Shibin Akim on any blood. Say Kulam Sabik Zavas, saying all the women today are Sabik Zavas, Lo Shibin Akim, Yom Shaitar, that 7 days can become Torah. Because why do we explain all these dinim? Shim Yagzu Torah V'yadim. And that's Torah. For having Pischei of Ziva Kamo Yikari Dini Torah. And to understand Pischei of Ziva, which are just like the Yikari Dini Torah, and I think it says all this that they bring Chochmah. If you want to be a mathematician. The Rambam Zahab Yom, that's Rambam also is them im ki atoin im nogin l'maisa, even though they're not relevant to us today. And now we go back to reality. Memgil is Isha Shiasadam a woman whose blood has come from her cervix. Ben bonus, whether it's inadvertent or they increase it by jumping or shravi basal pia makar, or the doctor opened the cervix 5 days ago, down blood came out. Ben baratzon, or came willingly. Kamar pia teva Isha atzma, being lav dafka, but according to the natural order of things. She's the male. The Chachshim we learned to his crime. Isha Kisi has a bow, woman has a flow. Yochafilu Zavin, come to it's the flow from anywhere, make a tome. Tamalamar Vayag, he goes to us, Makar Damea. When she commits a raya, she's open, she's revealing the source of her blood. Lima Damish and Makar teaches the blood only comes from the source. Yochakol Mara Zov Chiltosubi, they imagine every color which comes out of the source. Tamar says, Dam Bakuli, Akan Lashano. My cheats me a gam, one time she's telling me, even if there's something which happened as a result of some extrinsic event. Misika says Yazov Zov Dama because the blood flows. Anyway, it flows. Bonus, even it's by onus. Isha CP, I want to explain more. Dinei Zov Ain't Matame bonus. A male Zov is not Matame if it was inadvertent. You can see it was Kiyazu V'yesh kinam reish ben metelas v'achim. It says in Zohar that she may see bezav ki yes zav mi b'saro. Mi b'saro the shin we expand that v'lo machos also, not because of his being coerced or compelled or without choice. Come on, mitav b'saro nazayim which is from the nature of his flesh. Came in the bezava kasvator dam yes zava b'saro. Since it says by a female zava, the blood will be a flow in the flesh. She says lokos only b'saro. It doesn't write mibsara, but bibsara. Shemaim the gamba ones tome mitamus. So it sounds like someone learned that by a woman. It is even bonus because it says bibsara, not mibsara. Okay, right? So it says mibsara. V'havagav the mibsara the shin mitami ifnim b'chutz, which is bar. We have another judge of that, which has to do with being tummy with the blood still inside. Nevertheless, we automatically infer since it doesn't say mipsara. Shema mina the gambaras mitama. Must see that she's mitame only, even ba'inus. That is our order for today.